The man, while looking at the sky, confidently tells his wife that they are going to have a rain shower, to which the lady replies by saying, "Only if everything happens as they hope and expect." Their, their elder children were working at the field and the younger ones were playing near the house when Lencho's wife calls everyone for dinner. It is during that time drops of rain begin to fall. Now, the farmer's prediction to be true. The wind was pleasant and clouds could be seen approaching from the northeast sky. Lencho goes out of the house to take pleasure in feeling the droplets on his body. Now, he refers to the drizzle as coins, large droplets being equivalent to the 10 cents and the smaller coins 5 cents. He says so because these raindrops would ensure a good crop which would eventually get them a lot of money. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of reap corn with its flowers draped in a curtain of rain. But suddenly, a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. These truly did resemble new silver coins. The boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pearls. Now, what happened? On seeing everything go as expected, what happened? Lencho reflected upon the field and the flowers covered with droplets which seemed as if they were wrapped in a curtain. Unexpectedly, strong winds started blowing, leading to a hailstorm. What happened? The writer refers to these petals of frozen rain as new silver coins. The innocent boys became playful and went out in the rain to play and collect these hailstones which looked like frozen pearls. "It's really getting bad now," exclaimed the man. "I hope it passes quickly." It did not pass quickly. For an hour, the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. The field was white as if covered with salt. The farmer now starts worrying and hopes that the storm gets over quickly, which to his utmost disappointment, the hailstones covered the entire valley, including the house, the garden, hillside, and the cornfield. It made everything look so white that it seemed as if it was covered in salt. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness. When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, "A plague of locusts would have left more than this. The hail has left nothing. This year we will have no corn. The night was a sorrowful one. All our work for nothing. There's no one who can help us. We will all go hungry this year." Now, locusts means this is a type of insects which fly in a big groups and destroy crops. Now Lencho became stressed and disappointed as everything went against the plan. The trees had shed their leaves, corns were ashamed, and the flowers had also fallen from their plants. While standing in the withered fields, he conveyed his dismay and sorrow to his sons by commenting that the effect of the storm proved to be worse than that of crop destroying insects. All their hard work had gone in vain. He felt helpless as no corn had been left and feared that they might have to starve this time. But in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope: help from God. Don't be so upset, even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger. That's what they say. No one dies of hunger. Solitary means lonely. Even after everything had gone wrong side, the family still had hope in their hearts. They had faith in Almighty even after nothing was left. They gave each other support and recalled a saying which assures that no one ever dies of starvation. All through the night, Lencho thought only of his one hope, the help of God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. Lencho was an ox of a man, working like an animal in the fields, but still he knew how to ride. The following Sunday, at daybreak, he began to write a letter which he himself would carry to town and place in the mail. It was nothing less than a letter to God. Conscience means an inner sense of right and wrong. Now, Lencho spent his entire night thinking of the only opinion left, and that was to seek the help of God, who, he had been informed, has its eyes and ears everywhere. He thought of writing a letter to God conveying his problems. Despite spending all these years working at the farm, he still knew how to write. He started writing on the Sunday morning and thought of mailing it himself by going to the town. God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family, and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my fields again and to live until the crops comes, because the hailstone. He wrote to God on the envelope, put the letter inside, and still trouble went a town. At the post office, at the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the mailbox. Pesos